Hey, we didn't double click to Doom.
Let's go.
Woo! Alright, welcome back. When we last left off, they were infiltrating the Tremere Chantry in London in order to steal a staff and kidnap a woman, Christine. So, our intrepid band of Samuel and Dawn have now reached the second level of the basement and have just opened the door. It leads into this kind of long and slightly winding hallway that, similar to the basement you've seen that you saw down below, the walls and the structures are very medieval. Like that seemed like that could have been like a castle library. This seems like dungeon.
Oh.
Yeah, this seems very dungeon. You know, there's some there is still lights down here at this level. And the thing is, like, when you climb down, these floors aren't necessarily built right on top of each other. There might be, like, ground and dirt in between it. So you might be not, like... You're probably, like, maybe 40 feet down under the ground right now.
Okay.
If there's power, you'll still be able to access that computer.
Oh, yeah.
You just won't have a USB slot.
There was also... Whoa, we almost forgot, because it's been 2 weeks, there was something else you were supposed to technically do, which I don't know if you're going to do, in the library.
Remove...
The books,
Yeah.
What was it, 4 books or 5 books or something?
I think it was 4.
Yeah.
Remove 4 books from the library.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how many
With the
smoke
guns
bombs
to
do
it.
I have?
Say, like, 3.
Is that 3 each, or 3 all as a...
We'll say you have 3, and Dawn probably has 2, and the Mooks don't have any, because, I mean...
And a couple of incendiaries.
Mm-hmm.
Because the backup plan was to set the library on fire.
Oh, I'm gonna do that anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of the smoke bombs, basically, like, in the elevator as we're coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the smoke coming to the dungeon, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to right away, pretty much as soon as I enter, use Auspex to try and figure out, to just scan the area and look for a staircase of some kind, or an access to a staircase.
Okay, what level of Auspex would that be? Like,
I only have the first level.
Okay. Let me look at that and figure out what we're doing with this one here. So, heightened senses. Alright. Conservative life rolls using a character's senses. Alright, so you're basically just gonna pretty much perception alert this around, take a look around.
Right. I think all it does is, like, reduce the difficulty.
Yes, by your Auspex level, which is 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean,
Got
it's you're slightly better at, like, checking things.
You said alertness or awareness?
Alertness.
Okay. Difficulty...
Oh, you're just checking things out now, just kind of taking a look around, so we'll say difficulty 6. Keep it... Well, difficulty 5 for you.
5. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. The area is quiet. Like, just quiet right now. This hallway has, probably, as far as you can see it, because again, this is not a straight just hall. It kind of like winds a little bit strangely. And there are doors on either side that you can kind of see. And it does kind of like almost wind out of view. The architecture is actually incredibly strange in that way. You can see about 3 doors on the left wall and 4 on the right. Of those doors, 6 of them have markings on them. They look like some kind of symbol. And the 7th, which is the middle on the left side, has no symbol on it.
Would I be able to look at the symbol and try to...
You can roll me
Yeah,
intelligence
what it might
occult if you want to look at that.
Alright, yeah. I'll do that.
I'll say difficulty 8.
8? Alright.
Yes.
I'm glad you're down there.
You take a close look at them, and you realize that these seem to be symbols that are maybe invoking individual members of the clan. Something that's almost like assigned to them. Not something that's like an actual name or something, but like, you feel as though like these are rooms assigned to different individuals.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to our goons,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, alright, if you see anyone, shoot on sight. But don't just shoot enough to kill a normal person. These are tough people. I want you to double, triple, quadruple tap them.
They'll kind of scratch their heads and be like, okay.
We want to make sure they're dead. Not in a coma, not going to the hospital, you know, held up on life support, dead.
Gotcha, boss. Gotcha.
Obviously, don't shoot the person that I showed you. And I guess I'll open the door I'm nearest to. Just one of them.
I'm scared of what's in these doors now.
It's individual people, so I imagine one of these might be Christina's room, but I don't know the symbols that represents Christine. So.
Yes. Okay. So you open the door, and the room has like little lights in there. The lights themselves in any of these areas are very like they make it intentionally look dim, and it looks as though they're like if they're leaving it almost at like torchlight ambience, which is probably not required, but
It's for the ambiance.
it really does seem to be that there's a lot of ambience in this place.
Mood lighting.
It really is. This is best described as a laboratory of some kind.
Oh.
There doesn't seem to be any in here right now. But there's all kinds of, like... There's piles of, like, all kinds of books, like a desk for writing, some, like a cauldron, what looks to be some kind of, like, chemistry set of some kind, but, like, it looks old, maybe even medieval. All kinds of strange vials and jars, and, like, examples of small creatures that are, like, preserved and stuff.
Ew.
Yeah. Strange, like... looks like circles, like drawn in various places, are like what looks to be like weird runic symbols drawn in places, like on like patterns on like a chalkboard.
All right.
Almost as if the person in this room were some sort of wizard or sorcerer.
Is his wand here?
They don't need wands.
Aw. I thought it was, gonna be a vampire and there was also a wizard. It was gonna be great.
I mean, they technically are.
Could have picked the blood wizard guys, or whatever.
They are blood wizards.
I thought about it, but I was like, that's much too complicated for me to try right now.
All right. I doubt anything we need is in this room. Time to move on to the next one, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna move on.
Do I have any Wi-Fi right now? Yeah, right. I do.
On a mission, trying to check.
I mean, you probably actually are picking up like the same network you picked up in the library, which
I've got 4G.
Mm-hmm. They do have a Wi-Fi network here, but you're probably not as
Password.
many.
We're totally not vampires.
Probably not as many of them use it. So I mean, like they did not have very good computers in the library.
I was very mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna gesture for Dawn to get to the next door while I sort of look up these symbols, like the symbols that Tremere used, to see if I can decipher them.
Give me an intelligence computer. I'm going to say not only hacking in, but finding the information. Difficulty 9. This is going to be really hard to try to figure this out.
I'm not necessarily trying to hack in. I'm using like my Nosferatu Reddit.
Oh, you can use your Nosferatu Reddit. Then
because you know how Reddit's got information on everything.
Yeah, give me 8 then. Difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8?
Yes.
It's
It's still something very obscure and would be very hard for them to figure out.
Yeah, I imagine they probably don't want to share that information with everyone.
Nope.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you're unable to find anything on the symbols. Dawn, are you opening the door?
I'm gonna open this door very slowly with my gun out.
Okay. It seems a similar room to the last one, also unoccupied currently.
Oh, thank God. I've got an itchy trigger finger.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like another kind of laboratory. This one's actually a little different, as I would call this one... It's stranger, because it's got, like, a more modern aesthetic to a room that's definitely got, like, built very medieval. So it's got kind of like, you know, your stone, bricked walls. It's kind of got the same lights that you see everywhere that's giving it, like, kind of ambience. But the material in here looks almost like... you would call it what... the modern version of everything that's in there. So it's actually got, like, a pretty decent, like, computer setup in here.
Oh. Well, Samuel, there's a computer here.
I'm on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try and search that shit for like a database of the maybe a layout of the building sort of thing.
Looking through it, you're obviously, you know, it seems to be more for research purposes. You can only guess that most likely the last person's room was probably a much older Tremere, and this one might be much younger, at least in age. You're not sure, you know, generation and stuff, but...
Do they have personal information on the computer at all?
Doesn't really look like it. It looks like they just use this as a work computer.
They didn't sign out. They signed out of YouTube, guys. There's nothing I can do.
It seems to be a lot of information on the research they're going on over, which, since you have no actual knowledge of thaumaturgy, it's very confusing. You could roll me an intelligence occult roll, but I'm going to definitely say this is difficulty 9 because you have no basis in thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I'll do it. Just because.
Because maybe you could roll. All right. Hey, look at that. It looks as though this one... You're not sure of the exact path because you're not sure of paths, but it seems to be a lot of research in a specific path. Maybe trying to take a path of thaumaturgy and develop a new one based upon it. It seems to be abilities based on more elemental manipulation. It seems to be related to minerals of some kind, so maybe like a path of thaumaturgy that deals with manipulating earth. You've heard of, now that you're thinking about it, you've heard of like Tremere being able to summon fire and water and stuff, so it's logical that maybe some of them can manipulate, you know, rock, earth, and mineral and stuff too, with some of their paths. So maybe this is one that seems to be more specific. It seems more related to maybe metal. But it seems like they're having a lot of trouble kind of developing it, as it's like... it's taking something that's more natural and refining it. And it becomes more a challenge for them.
I'm going to go ahead and pop my USB in there and download some information to sell.
You're stealing Tremere research. Congratulations. Yes.
I mean, who's going to stop me?
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Wasn't anything too important on there. We should be on to the rest of the floor, I suppose. We've got to find a staircase, so be on the lookout, goons.
Goons.
Okay. The next door is the unmarked one.
Excuse us, boss. We're Mooks.
We's Mooks. Goons are the guys that went with your other boss. You gotta get us right.
I'm imagining they've got like this hierarchy of mooks and goons
and thugs.
Yeah. And thugs.
You did not hire any thugs on. You hired some goons and mooks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're classy. We don't go for the thug.
No, you wanted some classy hired help here. Hired muscle.
I really love everyone that we run into. Yep, okay.
The mooks are class, the goons are brawn, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think any of them have class, to be fair.
I don't know, he seems like a real classy guy. You know, he took us to a great place for dinner.
That's true.
I'm a big fan of the guy with the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the goon side. Goons for life.
Goons for life.
G.
All right. Opening the next door. You come upon actually a much smaller room than the last one. This one is actually very simple. All that's in here is a mirror on the back of the wall.
I'm gonna close that door immediately. I don't trust that mirror.
What was in there?
A mirror, I don't like it. I'm not okay with it.
A mirror.
Yep,
Why would a Tremere keep a mirror?
exactly. That's why I don't trust it. It's not like they're gonna be using it for looking at their reflection or something. It's...
They
They do have a reflection. The only one that doesn't have a reflection here is Leslie.
Whichever direction Lasombra is.
What?
Yeah.
I can never remember where he is in relation to me. That way, I think?
Is there a maybe they might use... Is there a possibility that they could use the mirror for...
This way from you. Like,
No, that's Dunce. Straight down from...
No. On stream, you're that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
see.
You're
Yeah.
opposite corners.
very confusing.
That way. Yeah.
So, is there a possibility that they use the mirror as a form of transportation? Magically? Because they like magic.
You can throw a
Who?
rock at it.
Would I have information on that, I guess?
There... With your 9, it's... I'm going to say, like, because you rolled very well in the last time when you're thinking about thaumaturgical paths, and I'll kind of tell you this. You don't really know of any path, or you haven't, like, heard rumors of anything that deals directly with, space manipulation. But, since you know mages exist, you're unsure the depths that they have. And you know that Tremere used to be mages, so maybe they could have developed something you don't know about?
Or maybe have a contact that made a thing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this if we need to. Let's just keep moving down the hallway. How long is this hallway?
You got 3 more doors.
3
yes.
more?
2 more labeled and
Like-
1 blank.
3 more.
Let's just keep keep on going door to door. See if Christine.
Yeah.
See if anybody
Or if
wants
there's-
Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I do.
Ooh, I want some of the peppermint patties, please.
Yeah, I'm just checking quickly the master list of paths that I have. There was a path dealing with mirrors, though.
I'm okay with it.
It was more for, like, seeing things. Though, I'll say there are rumors of, like, them being able to use them for other abilities. Uh-huh. Okay, so you're moving on the next door, though. Let me check.
Yep.
Okay.
Thing. It's the
Alright.
only way to.
Oh, did everybody freeze up then on my end? Wait. Everybody throws up for a second there. Wait. Everything. Up.
Yeah.
Everything's
A
dying.
lot.
Oh no.
Everything's dying.
It's
Oh
the
god,
worst.
what did we miss?
are.
It's going. I don't know.
Oh no.
At least it's not our characters.
Uh-huh. No.
And your characters all just died.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just...
Oh, okay. And there is a teleportation path. Path of Mercury.
Oh.
I did find it finally. They don't have, like, easy names for Tremere paths, so you have to be like, what the hell is this path by its name, and what does it do? Are we still... We're not dying anymore, are we? We good? I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah,
still
little
alive.
body, but mostly good.
Okay, so yes, there's a path that deals with mirrors, and there is a path that deals with teleportation. So theoretically, teleportation is possible for a vampire. but it is more probably like less common. Some of the more common paths are like, you know, the elemental ones.
I just think that they would be the secretive type to be like, oh, let's make this magical, stupid mirror that takes you to the bottom floor rather than just making a regular staircase.
Mm-hmm. All right, but you are checking the next door along. Let me roll something else. Okay, Dawn kind of opens the door. It seems to be another laboratory. Probably, I'd say this is somewhere in between the last two. Probably a little bit more advanced in technology, but still pretty old. You don't see, like, a computer or anything. There seems to be someone toiling away that has not noticed you opening the door.
Do they look like Christine?
No. From what you can... I'm going to tell you, from what you can tell, this does not look like an area ghouls would hang out in. This looks like more like Tremere vampire laboratories.
Oh, fuck.
I don't see this, right? It's just Dawn right now.
Yeah, Dawn's kind of like popped open the door a little bit. Hasn't seemed to notice you yet.
Quietly try and close it a little and turn to Samuel and be like,
If they haven't noticed, we should probably just close the door silently.
Dexterity, stealth.
Okay.
Oh no.
Plus celerity bonus.
You do have your celerity bonus. Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
So some bonus dice are in there.
What's the difficulty?
We'll just say 6. We'll see how well you do.
Worst
Alright.
case scenario, we start shooting earlier than we expected.
Okay.
Holy ass crackers.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Like, just like so quietly you close the door that there's like not even a squeak.
I made sure I put stealth.
Alright, I think we're gonna start avoiding the doors that have names on them.
Okay.
Given that there's one more.
Yeah. Kind of like, now that you can kind of like move down the hall a little bit, you can see that it does go farther and there are more doors. It seems as though only the door with the mirror is the one that does not have the same markings of a name.
There isn't like something at the end of the hallway.
No.
Oh, it just sort of like ends.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe they don't have a staircase? It's strange, but...
Maybe it is the mirror?
I guess we should go back to the mirror and take a look. But no, the goons won't like that. They'll...
Yeah. We could go back to the elevator.
Alright, I guess we'll squeeze through
Go
the
through
elevator.
it.
How are we gonna get back up, though?
We can climb up.
With the fire on top?
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be easier to find a staircase while we're down there.
maybe.
We'll figure something out.
We'll see.
Alright, we're going back to the elevator, boys.
Alright, you're back in the elevator.
Alright, let's try to squeeze our way down. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'm gonna roll something here. So, yeah, roll. D10. Oh my god. One of the goons will be like, maybe we should continue to looking for that, stairs. Is there, like, a door we didn't see or something?
Great thinking.
Goon that rolled a 9 on his intelligence of 1 dice.
Damn! I love these goons!
Look, I gave the goon a chance, and he totally rolled it, so what the hell? This goon actually had a smart idea.
Alright, let's get looking for a door.
Yeah.
We'll, like, creep up and down the
Oh
hallway.
my god, 2 of the goons actually rolled 9s. Okay. The third
Wow.
one failed. So 2 of the goons were like actually like,
They've watched a lot of Scooby-Doo, you know?
That's it! They watched a lot of Scooby-Doo and they're like, this looks kind of like an old castle. Maybe they did like hidden passages? Some of these old buildings have them.
All right, I guess we'll start looking for hidden passages
Where are you searching
With-
at?
with my auspex as well.
Okay, where are you searching at, though?
I'm gonna search the end of the hallway.
Okay, go ahead. It'll be a standard perception awareness.
Perception cut out.
Awareness. Or alertness. I'm sorry, it's alertness for that one.
Alert.
Yes.
Difficulty 5 or
Yeah, difficulty 5 for you. Okay. The end of the hall seems just like the end of a hall.
Maybe we should check the room with the mirror.
Maybe it's behind the mirror. It's a secret passage.
All right.
I
Head
too
back to
watch
that
Scooby Doo.
Mirror room and Scooby Doo this.
Yeah. If I don't find a bookcase with like a book that I pull, I'm gonna be really upset.
Okay. So which room are you looking?
Mirror.
Mirror room. Okay. So you will approach the mirror. Give me a God. Whew. I'm just trying to like reference something, and it has got quite a name for the source of this here.
Oh no.
Shit.
I know I should have been scared of this mirror.
Is it Twitch friendly?
I probably would butcher this as my German is very rusty. The book is in English, but the name of it is certainly not. Die Stadt das Blut der Tod, Frankfurt by Nacht.
I know Frankfurt.
Oh, it's the city, the blood, the death, Frankfurt by night. Oh.
Oh.
That sounds promising.
Most of the words are fairly similar to their English versions. Blood, Nacht.
That would be a city book. Do they have... I have that? No. Aha! Crap. Okay. I'm just gonna roll some stuff and make some crap up. Yay! So. Whew. All right. Oof. So, roll your check for the book. Not the book. The mirror. God.
Perception alertness again.
Yes. This has got to be like just like, well, this is the thing I found. Okay.
Wait, is it alertness or awareness? I thought it was awareness. I'm very confused. I think it's. I'll do alertness.
Yeah, Tantus has just been having me do alertness.
Yeah.
It said under auspex to do
Where is
alertness.
Oh, fair enough. So it's probably awareness for you.
It probably. Let me just check. God.
Wait, is awareness even a thing? Where is
I was
that
gonna
at?
say I'm looking for awareness.
It's
and I don't
alertness.
see it
It's
anywhere.
alertness.
Alertness.
I called it
Yeah,
awareness once, and then everybody's thinking awareness.
Oh.
It is just alertness.
Okay.
I totally thought awareness was a thing.
This is what I thought.
Yeah.
I heard you say it earlier, and I was like, wait. Oh.
Yes, it's alertness. I said awareness. There might be an awareness somewhere, but not here. But anyway, yes. Okay. All right. So you both got 2 successes. Kind of look over the mirror, and it looks as though both of you kind of notice that. Actually, no. Samuel notices more over than Dawn. Dawn sees it looks kind of like a very fancy, interesting mirror. But Samuel, you'll notice there seems to be some kind of like switch built into the one side of the mirror.
All right, I'm gonna walk over, flip the switch.
Yeah.
All right.
What could go wrong?
And die instantly.
I mean,
the mirror
it could.
explodes. Oh no.
I know I didn't trust this mirror.
Yeah, you were the one that like hated the mirror, and then you were like, "Wait a minute, I've watched Scooby Doo."
Yeah.
Hey,
I love TV.
so super happy fun. It could very well also be that too. God, thank you for like giving me information, but just enough to be confusing. All right. So, roll me your. Just maybe a willpower roll. Actually, roll me your willpower.
Willpower.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna get the R and the slash the right way around.
No, Samuel, roll it.
Oh,
Dawn, you're fine. Dawn, you're fine.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm gonna do it again, aren't I? I'm gonna think it's right by
Okay,
thinking the opposite of what I'm thinking.
Something happens when Samuel kind of like gets close to the mirror, and for a second, like, there's like this almost like flash of energy, but you see like Samuel almost like put his hands on the side of the mirror, and like almost like you feel a force when you touched it, and then it was gone after a second.
I think I might have gotten shocked a little bit.
Oh. I don't like this mirror.
Did anything happen in the room other than that?
No, you still have your hands on the side, you can feel the switch, it's there.
Did I already flip the switch?
You were about to flip it when this occurred.
Flip the switch.
You will see the portion of the wall where the mirror is become loose.
It's a passageway!
I'm not very strong.
I'll help you push.
It would be pulled open. It kind of like floated open a little bit. It doesn't even need a lot of strength. It's actually like once it's open, it's very easy to move the entire thing.
Fair.
Yeah. So you kind of
Still
can
might need help.
swing the stone wall with the mirror on out of the way, and it's a spiral staircase that seems to lead up and down.
Good thinking, guys. Clap both of my goons my mooks on their backs.
See, all that hours we keep watching the Boomerang Network on the satellite TV. Really good. I told you we should have gotten satellite, and look, it pays off. Scooby would never let us down.
Alright, well, let's keep going down.
Alright. Why don't we switch back to Nathan and Leslie then?
Oh.
As they discover the passage down over there.
The goons just roleplay as like Velma and Daphne the entire time. Just argue about who's who.
Oh my god.
Now, which one's Daphne, though?
No, the thing is, they would probably have assumed that you guys were Fred and Daphne. So one of them would be like, I shall be Velma, because I came up with these ideas. You will be the Scoobs, and you will be the Shags.
We got the whole fucking crew.
Oh my god. This is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yes. You come upon the scene of two figures staked to a wall.
yeah. I'm just gonna look at Nathan and say something isn't right here. Aside from these two gents stapled to the wall, where is everybody? Even with the explosion, there aren't enough people outside to account for the people that we not assuming, but that we knew were in the building. So where is everyone?
Agreed. Well, two of them are staked to the wall here. And what I was proposing was unstaking one of them as they appear fairly thoroughly demolished and asking them questions about what happened.
Fair enough. I see no issue with this plan.
And then probably killing whoever it is we unstake.
I very much see no issue with this.
Are the goons like just listening to this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Do we want to ask our friends here to step outside?
Okay. You do recognize one of these two as one of the Tremere you saw when you came into the building.
Was it the asshole that we met with?
No.
Okay.
It was one of the people sitting down in the sitting room downstairs when you first entered that were kind of watching the door, I would say, more than anything.
Okay. Not him, then.
You know this.
In the unlikely event that something goes horribly wrong and they see our faces, that one could recognize us. This one cannot. Or is less likely to.
Okay. Let me just check something really quick. Wait, no, that's not. Oh, sorry. I've forgotten how to read. It's fine. Okay. How about we have the our goons here step outside and watch the hall while we take care of this.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. In which case, can we? Is there like a chair or anything, or?
Not. This room is trashed. It looks like there was like more of a
Trashed.
fight in here.
Okay. Basically, I'm talking to Nathan with this. When we bring them down,
Mm-hmm.
I'm essentially thinking we put them on the ground between us. I'll stand behind them and I'll have my claws out ready just in case.
Sounds
and you
good.
can do the talking.
Sounds good.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna spend a blood point and.
Oh. Let me know.
Yes.
Let me tell you this. The only unfortunate thing about this entire thing here is when you're staked, you're just paralyzed.
Oh! See,
Meaning-
if we'd known that, this conversation would have happened.
The thing is,
out
both
the
of them,
hallway.
both of them do seem like they are unconscious, though. Before they
Are
were
their
staked.
eyes closed?
Their eyes are closed.
Oh, they're not.
They were beat up a lot before they were staked, though. Basically, it
Okay,
looks
so
as
they're
though
not-
someone
they're not
bludgeoned them
guaranteed.
until they would have been like in torpor, maybe, and then staked them just in case, kind of thing, or were unconscious.
Then,
Okay, but they're
again,
not guaranteed to be unconscious. They could have heard everything we just said.
this conversation would have taken place out in the hallway.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay to be out in the hallway. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And much quieter.
Yeah.
Yes.
hmm
All right, then. Yeah, we.
You can't move
That's the
or
plan.
spend blood, but if you have something like Auspex that doesn't use blood, you can use it while you were staked.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we still got our plan. Put
Yep.
them down from the wall, put them between us. I'll stand behind them.
Pull one of them down from the wall.
Yes, one of them down.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
I'll spend a blood point and get claws out.
All right.
Gloves off.
Yes, gloves off. Don't want to ruin my wonderful firefighter gloves.
Mhm.
All right.
Especially since they're
So,
necessary for the beating part
You
of
kind of like this feels like it has been driven into the wall, like unnatural strength has gotten it there, and it seems difficult to pull out. You can make me a strength check in order to remove this person from the wall if you want to.
I'm gonna go
All right.
back. May I borrow that axe briefly?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll give it back once we're done. Alright, I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna try and, hammer the stake out.
So you're gonna try to slip the axe behind the guy's back to kind of get it out.
So,
Like, they're, like, up against the wall with it, like, right here, so they're, like, kind of pinned
Yeah,
like
I'll
this.
just use the axe, like, as a lever to pull him off the wall.
Okay, then, give me strength, difficulty 7 check, we'll say. A little easier than it would have been.
Okay.
You have leverage. You rolled a 10!
Yes.
Wow! Nathan's just like gets in there and like gets the axe kind of back there, like manipulates it a little bit, and rather than like pull the stake out, what you do is you end up popping the person off of it. So there's this kind of like wrenching, and like it's really unpleasant, probably, you know, and like the body kind of just flops down to the ground with a thud.
All right. I'm gonna like pull this guy up into a sitting position and put my claws at his neck.
Let me roll something. Okay. All right. He seems very unconscious. He seems to be in torpor. You could try to force him awake by force feeding him blood, but that might not always have the best effects.
Yes, we've seen what could happen.
And that's not even a guarantee. Depends on like a lot of factors, but you can attempt to break it.
Do we want to attempt to wake this one or kill him and move to the next?
Let's just kill him and move to the next one.
Alright, I'm gonna wrench his head off his body.
Okay.
Jeez. Go big or go home.
He's gotta die!
Okay.
I'm gonna like toss it in the corner.
Okay. Alright.
Do you want to try your axe trick again on the next one? Worked well the first time.
I mean, I suppose. Does anything unusual happen with the body when the head gets wrenched off?
Let's see here. Not necessarily.
That is one of the ways of true kill, right?
It does. It does result in final death, but I haven't determined their actual age, and vampires only decompose a lot if they're very old. Like, normally, it's a body still. Like, if you guys will just leave bodies, because you're fairly young. Like, very old vampires will disintegrate because it's like their bodies will then begin to age rapidly.
Okay.
At most, like, I would
right.
say, like, maybe they they kind of, like, shrivel up a little bit, this guy does, kind of thing, you know?
I was just making sure it didn't like turn into something else or
No.
like come alive without a head or anything like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Then I guess I'll try my luck with the second one.
Okay. You also pop him up. It works the exact same way of the sickening kind of, like, splorch.
Huh. I think this is more success than we've... Oh, shit.
So, let's see here. Umber, give me perception awareness here quickly. You will need it.
Awareness.
Or alertness. Alertness. I caught flying in awareness. I did it again.
Okay.
Alright. You notice that the guy's wounds begin to heal, and you see claws come out of his hands.
Okay. I'm immediately wrapping my own claws around this man's neck.
You will need to give me a check, because he is totally awake and conscious. Well, he is awake, he is conscious, and he still seems to be in the midst of a frenzy.
Good. What check am I giving?
I have to look up grappling.
To confirm, he also appears to be fairly beat up, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, he's already taken some wounds. He seems to have been bludgeoned a lot. Let's see here. Hold! It is a strength brawl check. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty which?
6.
6. Strength brawl. So it'd be 1 plus 2 from there. So it'd be 3, 5d10.
Alright. Alright. So you get a hold of him. Let's see here. He's going to try to resist on his turn. So... Well, he probably had one of those. Alright. Okay. You have him... you also roll strength and brawl, please, to resist him again.
Check.
Oh, God. Yes. Okay, yeah. He begins to try to resist as, like, you can see there are very little faculties left in him at the moment. Like, it's... Especially, it seems like his wounds healed a little bit, but then they stopped. And now he's just, like, just trying to claw all, but you're holding his arms in check, and he just seems, like, out of sorts.
Okay. Is there a way to stop a frenzy, or...
There are some abilities, but you would have to have an... Oh. Samuel can do it. Because Samuel has animalism, which allows him to control the beast. To a degree.
I'm not there, though.
Yeah, you could calm him. Otherwise...
Shout it.
Samuel's like...
Hey, chill out up there.
Chill out! Bad! Bad! You'd, like, bring a rolled-up newspaper, you're like, bad! Bad vampire! Bad!
Get a spray bottle and...
I'll send them calming text messages to show him.
Here, just tell him it'll all be over soon. That'll help.
Keep calm kitty poster you, like, share with them. There you go. The kitty is calm.
Is there any chance presence would help?
Probably not. He's, like, feral frenzying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding him by, like, his arms, right?
Yes.
You can remove a vampire's limbs and they don't, die, right?
That would not be necessarily easy to do with him, like, actually moving around. Like, the guy that was before, you were able to, like, since he was like, in a non-position to resist, you were able to, like, it's not easy to rip off someone's head. You probably had to, like, put your, like, feet on his shoulders, dig your claws in, and then just tear.
I thought the claws would just, like, go right through him.
They're claws. They're not knives. They can shove in, but it still would have had, like, a lot of retching and stuff.
You're like...
Yeah. Okay.
Just, like,
it still
so
was...
I just tore that guy's neck to the shreds. And...
Yeah, it was
cool.
incredibly unpleasant, probably.
Oh, I enjoyed it immensely.
Yes.
How difficult would it be to shoot him in the head?
He is hell. He is immobile, so it would be easier than it normally would be. So I would say reduce the difficulty for aimed attack for ranged. Let me look up ranged quickly and efficiently. Range combat. Aiming. Or is that that's called shot, I think. Which is there somewhere in here? There probably is. But that might be under general. General maneuvers. Where are you? Targeting. There you go. Precise. No, it would be small, so head. Normally it's +2 difficulty. I'd say reduce it to +1 difficulty because he is immobile and you can kind of get up in his face. So yeah, so it'd be difficulty 7, I'd say. Unless you want to go even like more precise, like shoot him through the eye or something.
I mean, I imagine shooting him in the head, just in general, would probably be sufficient.
Remember, bullets do have damage to vampires.
Yeah. Well, I can do 2 in a single action, right?
You could split your dice pool to do more than one shot.
Okay.
And I think your weapon will tell you how many times you can shoot at maximum in a turn. which we would have to look up your weapon. But yeah, specific targeting, just for like shooting like a limb is +1 difficulty, no extra damage. But it would have like effects like a medium target. If you shoot a limb, it might cause someone to drop something. Shooting the head will do 1 extra damage. Shooting something like the heart or the eye will do 2 extra damage.
Would the shot be easier at all since I'm holding him immobile?
I reduced the difficulty modifier for it by 1. So it'd be +2 difficulty for like the eye, +1 for the head, and none extra for shooting in a limb. But the limb's probably not going to stop him too much because he's not really holding anything.
But would I have a -1 to shooting him in just like the general body area?
It'd be difficulty 5. Yeah, if you just want to shoot him in general. Yeah, he's held.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I think I'll just do that and do it with 2 bullets, because I think...
Well, you could... Did you... I don't know, did you have... I'm, like, thinking of your character for a second, and it's been a few weeks since I did. You do have a celerity, so you could also spend a blood and get an extra action that way. But like, each of those, you could split the dice pool, and if you want to get more shots in, to get a whole bunch of them. What type of gun did we say you had?
I have basically a heavy pistol. Like a
heavy pistol has a rate of 3, meaning you can shoot it most 3 times in a round.
Okay. So if I split the dice pool, I've got 3 dexterity and 4 in firearms, so I could basically do a 4 dice and a 5 dice pool for the 2 shots, since I get the 1 bonus from celerity.
Yes. You would have to spend the blood to get that, though, but you could then do that way.
No, if I spend the blood, I don't get the celerity bonus, and I get full dice pool for both shots.
Okay.
I'm not using my celerity ability, I'm just using the bonus to all dexterity checks.
Okay, so you're just getting 2 dice pools?
Yeah, I'm just splitting it into 2.
Okay.
So...
Which will give you 4 and 5, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And marksmanship, I imagine, would let me reroll 10s then?
Yes, you are well, if you were doing your aiming, I would say you're targeting, then the marksmanship would come up. Are you still targeting a specific area or just him?
Okay.
Because marksmanship smells like is like when you say that, it's like I'm aiming for something particular. You know?
Then yeah, why not? I'll aim for the head.
Okay.
Might as well do my best to be sure.
So it'll be difficulty 7 then.
No, +1 for aiming for the head, because it's +2 -1 for him being immobilized. It was the eye or the heart that would have been plus.
Yes, +2. The basic modifier is 6.
Right.
You had -1 before. Now you've +1.
+1. So it's 7.
Yeah, 7. I think I said 7, or did I say 8? I might have said 8.
You said +2.
So 7. It's 7. So, God damn it!
All right.
My brain. Oh, my brain is just. Look.
Okay. First shot.
You shot him.
Second shot.
The second
shot him again.
Yes, it will. You shoot him twice. Yes.
Sweet.
No extra dice. No extra hits. So you are shooting him in the head. So +1 damage. So your normal attack does 5, I believe, for the heavy pistol. So roll 60 twice, and I will roll some stamina. And I don't think he would have that.
Ho ho!
Damage.
That first shot, though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, the second shot is fine, but damn!
That first shot just tore through his skull.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
fine.
dead.
So
Probably. If you ask me, buddy.
Hopefully not dead. Just immobilized.
Okay. So, let me check his health and what he was totally at. Okay. Yeah. He seems he's unconscious now. You did just enough to knock him unconscious between your 2 shots.
All right.
It seems like
So
the
then-
first, like, it seems like you just, like, you shot him once and it was sort of like, he was resisting very hard. The thing is, Leslie can kill him very easily because he just has to do, like, stab him with his claws, and 1 level of aggravated damage will kill him. Like, when he dug his claws into the guy's head before, that killed him right away.
Okay.
Leslie's claws do aggravated...
Flourish?
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. You just have to do 1 level of aggravated damage to an unconscious an incapacitated vampire to get final death. And your claws do aggravated, so you are very good at killing vampires.
So we just doing this one as well then?
So finish this one off, and we need to be on alert for other problems.
Okay. Candace, can I kill this guy and take a blood point from him as well?
He is, like, out of blood.
Ah.
Yes.
Rip. Alright, well,
Yeah.
fine. I'll just stab him through the skull then.
Uh-huh. He's very dead.
Root around in his brain a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. I guess we need to go down to the next floor, unless
There was one more door.
There's one more door.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's also a
There
raging
is fire. Yeah. If nothing else, I can take a peek. Actually,
Okay.
I've got the claws out still, so I can't put the gloves back on to check the door handle.
Okay. Why don't you stay in here then,
Sounds good.
and I will check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit at the door sill so the goons can't see.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
You'll take a feel of the handle. The handle will feel a little warm, but not hot.
Okay. I'll pop the door very small amount open and see what I can see inside.
Okay. Perception alertness, please. Alright. So, Nathan, you will have to roll me a courage check, but we'll do that in a second. As the back of the room on the other side is a raging inferno. In the center of the room, in a kind of stand, a staff. But standing right behind it, now kind of taking up and looking like just he's bringing someone down, like face first into the floor, is this figure who just kind of bashes him down, and you hear him like, "Stay down!"
Did I hear this from, like, that person sounds like he shouted it, yeah?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Well, I can't see any of this, I just heard a fucking stay down!
Was that your
I was
courage?
talking about my roll.
Yeah, you do not.
Oh.
The blazing
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
You look at the inferno and you can feel the fear deep in your soul, but something is driving you and is keeping you going. I will also let you roll one thing before we take a break here, and roll me intelligence. Ooh. Do you have status? Did you?
Status?
No, that's the, what would be a good check here for this knowledge? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure this out here.
I have influence and politics.
Yeah. Roll me a straight intelligence check right now.
Okay.
We'll say difficulty. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I might on the break think of something else to give you to roll because I have to figure out what this would be. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's gonna be an
So, we'll take our other break here as something unusual is going on with those two. And then maybe we'll actually switch back to the other two, leaving this more of as a cliffhanger. And we'll see if that might leave it to a cliffhanger for next week, even.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What we have to remember, though, is I totally made that fucking courage roll.
You did totally make that courage roll, which will probably really help you. I didn't give you the difficulty. With a Raging Inferno like that, that was probably what you had to roll. It might have been either. I have to look it up. I think it's like difficulty 9 or 10 for that kind of fire, and you made it. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dice Gods.
Yes.
Yes. Whoever it is also that's in there definitely made their courage roll and is in their faculties.
So, to be clear, the person slamming someone down on the ground, the person slamming and the person being slammed both appear to be, like, humanoid?
Well, they look to be vampires. The one that looks like is being slammed down to the ground. I'm gonna say with your perception, with your like how you like looked, they looked like they might have been out of control. Like kind of clawing and kind of moving at them, you know, kind of. So he's just like, you know, just beating them down.
The two were definitely tussling.
Yes, and one is definitely dominating here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whips and chains?
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Anyway, so let's take our break. Couple minutes. Bathroom, drink, snack if you need it, and we'll be back then.